Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Frankie B, and I'm now finally back on the Great Godzilla Gathering piece. Oh man, it's been so crazy busy working on sequential art for a client, for their story, and then also doing some artwork for monstrosities or their game and stuff that's coming out, upcoming game about robots. So, but finally, I'm gonna get on this bad boy and let's see what we can do. Now, this is gonna be another one of those videos where I'm gonna be talking a little bit, and then the rest of the stuff's gonna be all hyper elapsed video. I'm finding that they're a lot more easier to sort of take in because I'm not rambling on for like an hour or 2 hours or 4 hours. So anyway, enjoy. Please leave a comment or I can't even talk. Subscribe if you like, and hey, thanks again for coming. I really appreciate that. You showing the love, and all right, let's get to some Kaiju drawing here. Let's see if I can wrap this baby up. All right, peace. Well, actually, I'm still here, so it's not peace out just yet, but I'll give it a few. I'm gonna give it a few minutes, and before I do the switch off. But anyway, let's get this going. So breaking out the tools, because sometimes you got to do that, because I want to get these as a nice nice kind of circle. And sometimes you make the little screw ups right there, like I sort of over jumped it right there, but that's okay. You make it work. Don't get, I never get really freaked out. I used to when I was in my 20s and stuff. You get all like, angry and stuff because the art's just not, you don't feel in your head that it's working the way you want it to work. But I've gotten over that. It's been a long time before I've ever felt anything like that. I'm kind of chill when it comes to my artwork. I don't get all, like crazy about it. I try never to try to overthink it. Maybe that's something I learned from my therapist when I was going to therapy. Was the fact that he always told me that if it didn't work out today, then tomorrow you just do better, and so on and so forth. And I sort of, that's become almost like a mantra in my life as well. So I don't allow myself to get too worked up on things anymore. And it's pretty good. I've kind of stated before in other videos how, I had like definitely a temper, and I had to learn how to take that energy that wasn't good for me and convert it to where it needed to go. And that energy, went here into my artwork and stuff. And I'll tell you one thing, it's definitely made me feel a lot better. It's funny, just this week I went on two YouTube channels, one for Rob Geronimo, which was a draw stream, and then, which was really nice too. I actually drew a much, it's a little bigger piece of artwork than what I did previously on his channel, which was sketch cards. And it was really nice, but it's funny because it's like this conversation of wellness and stuff, which started on Publishing Pete's YouTube channel. It's almost taking a little life of its own. It's amazing. I'm so happy to see people talking about it, because especially in our field, as creative folk, we spend so much of our time at our desks and just not enough time just, doing stuff to really try to help our health, overall health. That means your hands and your eyes and also your back and then your overall weight. Those are all important things. Trust me, I'm somebody who constantly is tweaking and adapting and trying to maintain this machine that's now 50 years in the making. It's just crazy. Just to even think that I'm 50 years old, it's so weird. I have to keep saying it. I don't say it as like something where it's a bad thing. It's by far, I'm actually happy. I'm very happy. I embrace age as a token of, just, man, I made it. The half-century mark. How far else can I take this? That's all right. Let's see. Now, the thing about it is that I'm going to enhance these lines, make it really bold, because I want the eye to kind of, see that this is definitely in the foreground, kind of extreme, because when I end up doing the Hanna-Barbera Godzilla, he has these nice bold lines as well. But, I want one of the Shogun Warrior projectiles or Mazingas projectile to be up in the forefront too. This is definitely taking a life of its own, you know, really relaxing, you know, because I had, you know, this concept again was one that I started, it was a couple of years ago, you know. Actually, yeah, it was, well, definitely after the first Godzilla 2014 movie, and, you know, I started seeing people talking about, you know, ideas of crossovers and stuff, you know, online and stuff. And then I said, you know, I'm gonna try to do an image. And I said, I love Pacific Rim, so, you know, I said, okay, I'm gonna have Godzilla, legendary Godzilla, meeting up with the legendary, you know, the Jaegers. And I remember that piece took me a while, actually. It took me a couple of months, just off and on, because I had gigs going on, and, you know, and I would just work on it off and on. But overall, it, you know, it's a similar piece for me. It was really detailed, heavily detailed, like, especially with Godzilla scaling and stuff. I think that now I've become very, I'm getting comfortable drawing the character, so I'm finding all kind of different little shortcuts. Like before, when I did it, I really struggled. I actually had the actual toy, and, you know, in my mind, I've always been one of those people where I wanted to put every little image and stuff in there. But there's a point too when you can. It's like, my point is that you know, I don't want to make it so realistic, because then that's what's the point of that? You know, it begins to stiffen up in my mind. You know, it becomes it technically would be me being a copy machine, and I don't want to be a copy machine. You know, I want to be able to do my own take on this, but also when people look at it, they can identify that. They go, oh, okay, that's the character. All right. I remember when I was working in advertising, and how I'd rely on a lot of my, you know, what you call it, things like this, like the the circle templates and stuff like that. But I remember one of my teachers just said, sometimes you just gotta, you know, you gotta have that confidence of just eyeing stuff and then working from it, because sometimes something's gonna be a little different. So I definitely have that. I'm definitely not somebody afraid to do something. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say, I'm using a Micron 01 to draw, so that's my go-to. You know, I'm pretty consistent with a certain, you know, pen size and stuff like that. I use the 003, especially for sketch cards and more smaller things, but mostly I stick with the 01. I got like a ton of them too. Yeah, I buy a ton. I go through a lot of these. All right, let's see what we got here. Going with a nice little curve. Yeah, so anyway, oh man, I gotta know. And then I'm gonna shut it off. But is that yeah, this week was a really interesting week, and I got to go on Geronimo's, and then also Lorena Creole's and Fat Steven Seagal's show, their lunch table, which was really good. It was another interesting kind of talk, had fun, but just talking about wellness, you know, which was really refreshing. You know, it's kind of nice, you know, bringing something just a little different, because it is important. But all right, how's that looking? It's looking good. All right, well, I'm not gonna get long-winded on this video, so at this point I'm gonna stop the video, and I'm going to move on to the hyperlapse. So then, you know, you get this kind of fast continuing motion. You know, the magic of technology. So anyway, thanks again for coming by and checking this out. And all right, and I hope you dig it. Please let me know. I love comments, and you know, like or dislike. And if you're not subbed, please subscribe to my channel so you can see all the new updates. This year is looking to be very busy, just like last year, so I'll always be posting stuff up. So anyway, take care, and thank you again, and let's keep that art flowing. Peace.